Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all. We do not need. Hail to all. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Well, this little notification just popped up a little bit ago, and wow, that's going to be like 3 videos today that I'm going to get done. One's uploaded and done, and I want to give a shout out to Noway, Neophobic Jeremy. He does a lot of good work for the Fandom Menace. Please go over to Twitter, and his info is linked. Go over there and follow Noway, Neophobic Jeremy. He's a good guy. He's got his own website. He's got him linked here on his site. Give him a shout out. Go over there and follow him, and give him a big thanks for helping the Fandom Menace with the stuff that he contributes. It allows us creatives to work on things, and just give him a shout out and say, hey, a big thank you. Hail. Horror Story Group, Disbanded. Kathleen Kennedy in See Ya mode. See Ya mode. It's being claimed that Lucasfilm Star Wars Story Group has been disbanded, which follows the disappointment of both Star Wars The Last Jedi as well as the Han Solo movie. It's also being claimed that Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy is in full See Ya mode. Cover your what's-its. Your what's-it-behinds-its. The info comes again from the WDMAGIC, Disney fan site message boards, who recently offered insider info about how the rise of the Resistance theme park is a complete disaster. Yeah, dumpster fire. Yeah. While discussing the questions of whether or not SJWs have negatively impacted the films and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge theme park. The Star Wars Story Group and Kathleen Kennedy are brought up. Regarding the Star Wars Story Group, Disney created it in 2013 to keep track of Star Wars canon in order to assist writers and directors in the development of the new Disney Star Wars stories. How about the people that were already established in Lucasfilm? What'd you do? Get rid of all those people who knew about canon? Yeah, you did a great job on protecting canon, Disney. You're fizzling out. According to WDW Pro forum member, the Star Wars Story Group was dismantled last year, which again follows the release of The Last Jedi and Solo. Just understand, there's a difference in Disney and Lucasfilm Story Group of 2014 to 2018, which has now largely been dismantled. What about the story group that existed before George Lucas sold it, if there even was one? Forum member Tyrion offers that a new Disney Star Wars doesn't offer any beloved characters, which is why the movies have failed, along with merchandise sales, and that it was a big $1 million mistake by Disney to only feature new characters as part of Star Wars Galaxy Edge theme park and not the originals. Well, yeah, let's put some gender politics in that, mix it around, and you have yourself a gender political salad. No one wants to eat that, or watch it, for that matter. They built the character in The Force Awakens. They had an established character. They could have built a good character. There was a halfway decent foundation there to work with. But they ruined that. And then they brought this in, and Rose Tico could have been a good character. And why did they make her clothing out of potato sacks? They could have gave her a really cool outfit. And they could have made her iconic. This woman is a beautiful woman. They didn't use that. Star was still a big mess at Disney. What's interesting about Kathleen Kennedy potentially being in see ya mode? See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Back to the story. Is that Kennedy was essentially been replaced at Lucasfilm as the person in charge of creative direction, as Disney announced Michelle Rajawan, I think I ruined that name, will now oversee the live-action development and production of new Star Wars movies and TV shows as senior vice president. Why don't you put Dave Filoni in charge of it? Or, better yet, why don't you take Dave Filoni's number 2 person and you put him in charge of it if they are qualified? I don't even know who his number 2 person is. Recently also saw Marvel Studios president and producer Kevin Feige announced developing a new Star Wars movie with rumors suggesting he may replace Kathleen Kennedy as head of Lucasfilm following Kennedy's contract expiring 2021 or 2022. Here's the thing. Kevin Feige is a comic book guy. He makes comic book movies, Marvel comic book movies. He adapts them. Will he be good at creating a Star Wars universe movie? Can he leave the tools of making a comic book movie, put that aside, and can he pick up the space opera tools? It's a good question. The Last Jedi direction, Rian Johnson also recently stated he is still in discussions about his new Star Wars trilogy with Disney, which means it isn't yet confirmed. No release date is set or title. Well, here's what it is. He's just having a discussion, and it's a one-sided discussion. That's my opinion, folks. And my opinions on pretty much everything that we talk about here. My opinions. There is also question how involved the Game of Thrones creator will be with the Star Wars movie, as reports offer they won't be directing, only writing, as they have signed a huge deal with Netflix, Disney's now rival in the streaming wars. I don't think Dumb and Dumber is going to have anything to do with Star Wars, just because of the way Season 8 of Game of Thrones turned out. Yeah. Star Wars merchandise sales have been on the decline again, as confirmed by Disney themselves. And Star Wars Galaxy Edge Park is said by the LA Times to be a dead zone. Yeah, you left all the OG Star Wars characters out and said, ooh, this new glammy stuff is going to work real good. Everyone's going to like it. Everyone's going to come and enjoy the park. And no, that didn't happen. Sorry. Hail to the fandom menace. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hail to the fandom